Welcome to part 2 of the biggest hitch I had in March. At this point we're about, I think we're at the latter half of the month, so I'd lost a lot of my footage from the 16th to the 22nd. The first half of the month was okay. I got a couple of okay hits, but most of my profits had come from the money I got from the tournament wins. And at this point onwards, I think it's from about the 22nd onwards, it was hit after hit, and a lot of the hits you'll see on this video are the same session or the same day, a couple of hours apart. A couple of them I'll just leave the footage running, and you'll see just the balance increasing, and the hits are a bit crazy. So starting off with a creature from the Black Lagoon. And it was from about this point onwards that 30 quid deposits just seemed to work for me. I'd deposit 30 quid at a casino, have a bit of a go, just pick a game, and it'd just bonus straight away and just pay me. And I got a bit superstitious about 30 quid deposits at this point. And this was the same, so 30 quid deposit, not that many spins in, bit of the balance gone, and I've got a bonus on creature from the Black Lagoon. A great and underrated game. I've been doing a lot of demo play on it, testing, see how frequently the kill the creature. So far I've done 2 whole cycles, and I've killed the creature on the 72nd and the 75th bonus. I haven't done the test for a while, but I'm probably in the future going to play and just see if the logic works. Play towards probably about 65 bonuses on demo, and then switch to real and just see if when I switch to real it continues over, and see if I can kill a creature in about the 70th to the 75th bonus again. On this occasion I didn't get a particularly big hit, but then straight away, a couple of spins later, 32 spins later, as you can see there, I thankfully got this much better bonus. Apologies about the long intro for each game. I remember somebody saying once that you've got to give the creature his due, give him a chance to pay you, so I always just let the intro fully play out. Though it is a bit of a long one. Yeah. I've never killed the creature in real money, but I hope to in the future. But this game is quite underrated. It does tend to it goes through cycles, and you'll get 8-9 crappy bonuses and then a decent 200-300x bonus. Same in the base game. The base game it'll wager all day long, though the balance shifts are quite severe, so you can, on £1.20 stake, you can easily lose 200 quid of your balance, and then it'll just give you a crazy 200x base game hit and pull you back up. In the base game it kind of does spins like this, where it just keeps re-spinning and putting more and more wilds in. I wish it would do this on some of the Dead or Alive variants that I play, but sadly never does. And it just keeps hitting and hitting. So a decent 300x hit off a 30 quid deposit. I think I probably took the 300 quid and played on a little bit. This was the start of the 30 quid deposit superstition that I still have to this day, to be fair. Small deposits, decent cash outs, though a lot do bust. So this is a weird one. They didn't have a wild catch on this particular weekend for some bizarre reason in the LV tournament. So I thought I wasn't going to play, and I thought bollocks to it, let's just chuck 30 quid in and give Break the Bank a go. I didn't really want to play it because it's on the lower RTP at this site, but I did, and I hit this rather nice line which I've hit quite a few times in the past and topped the table, and it paid out another £350 in cash on the Monday morning, which was quite nice. Although every other time I've had this hit up, I've been on £1.35 stake and it's paid 750 quid X, but still not going to complain with the 250 quid and the 350 on top. So 600 quid for that hit basically. So I've been playing a lot of Royal Mint lately, and at this point it was no different. I was probably in the bonus money here from one of the energy tournaments, building towards the Heartstopper, which I do quite often. I don't know why, because it's very indifferent. So a pretty decent hit on a 60p stake. Multiplier is quite high up, still quite a few spins to go, but as this game always does, it just kind of tails off. But a nice 200x hit all in. So here I am playing Wild Catch in a non-tournament situation, hence why I'm on the ATP. This will have been the £200 balance will have basically come from the hit I had on Break the Bank, but haven't been paid the prize money yet. But because I'm not playing in a tournament scenario, I'm playing on ATP. And thankfully the wild reels come in. They've gone past a little bit there, so not going to get the cascade after cascade, but on ATP it's still quite a nice hit, decent 2x hit. And continued playing, and in the meantime you'll see my balance increase in a minute, which means I've been paid the 350 quid prize money, and then I started using the balance in there. This will have probably been on the Monday. Started using the balance that was in there to start building one of the heart stoppers on Royal Mint that you've probably seen on the channel in one of the other videos. So you can see the balance is quite high now, and I'll clearly play on a little bit because the next video it's dropped significantly. So I've played on a little bit and continued to build the heart stopper with a view to taking the cash out at some point. So the bonus looks like it's gonna pay absolutely nothing. Paid next to nothing at this point, and then a decent cascade of wins. Suddenly waxes the multiplier right up. Puts us in a decent position for the last few spins, which normally are dead spins. And the re-trigger thankfully saves the usual dead spins at the end, gives us a bit of a chance. So not a massive win all in, but all this came from the original 30 quid deposit where I played Break the Bank in the tournament. I think at this point I probably took 600 quid out, and it's helped me work towards one of the Heartstoppers. So on Aztec Gold Extra Gold, giving this a go to see what the extra, playing the extra money to see what the money on 40p stake here essentially, apart from obviously having to pay for the extra chance of the scatters, and it got the bonus a couple of times during this and it paid bugger all, but the max Megaways spin come in and paid quite nicely. It's a shame it couldn't have brought the scatters in as well for the bonus. So this is a weird one. This is from my phone. This is some of the footage I lost. So 30 quid again into Unibet. Got a feature immediately on Ace and Emeralds and picked the 6 spins I always do, and then it actually hit all the way across with a 6x, 7x and 8x multiplier. I lost the footage for this, which is really annoying. Thankfully I'd filmed it on the phone so I could send it to one of my mates on WhatsApp. You can see the Bandicam red thing around the recording, so I clearly recorded it, but it went a bit wrong. And then immediately after withdrawing quite a lot of money, went on Dead or Alive, and then just one off a wild line for many spins, but another bit of money to add to it. So from 30 quid I took out about 800 I believe. Next morning I was on a Python course, so if you hear anybody chatting in the background, I had the Python course and the instructor speaking on one screen, and the I was playing slots on the other whilst doing a bit of Python coding, and got this bonus on Casino Dreams, the balance of which I used in one of the other videos to do a bit of a £300 or £400 bonus hunt on Casino Dreams, where the game's played a bit flaky. You might have watched it. So the bonus looked like it's going to pay absolutely nothing, and then annoyingly the Hail Mary spin comes in, which isn't quite the Hail Mary spin. So already you've got the diamonds across with doubled up diamonds with the wild, and you've got the wild, and it puts on one wild with all of that. So everything's 2x with the wilds. So it's only diamonds 2x, which I think pay 50x each, and all the other wins. But that could have, if the wine bottle had have actually filled it in with 3 or 4 wilds like it normally does, that could have been immense. Sadly not to be, but still a decent hit. Like I say, that gives us the balance to do a bit of a bonus hunt in one of the other videos you'll have probably seen on the channel. Same day, 30 quid into Poker Stars, down to 5 quid, got the bonus on Rick and Morty's. Only playing 60p, but yeah, always pick this feature now. It's the most volatile, but it's also where you get the biggest hits from.
So let's create a folder. So I will say in my code here. So const manager is the name.
So continue on the 30 quid deposit superstition. I've deposited 30 quid at Superstars, Poker Stars, sorry, and got a bonus on Rick and Morty, a game that I find really hard to bonus, but I give it a go every so often. A couple of 50 odd spins here and there. I do tend to play it on demo a lot as well. If I go 300-400 spins out a bonus on demo, I know I can probably play it on a real play and hope for a bonus coming in. Always pick the Federation wild spins now. It's most volatile, but you know, you'll get plenty of bonuses on it that don't pay much, and then every so often you get a bonus like this that does sort you out. And on 60p sake there's 150x win.
This JSON object looks like a Python dictionary. So look at the curly brace brackets here. This indicates to me, as a Python person, this JSON object is essentially a Python dictionary. And the thing with Python dictionary is that you have a key which has a value. So the username is the key. The value, which is a trader. We have an ID key. And if you like, this is the item ID, the new folder that we created inside of the folder. The name of the folder, which is called Pink Floyd. So let's go and have a look at this. So at the moment, you can see there is no folder here. Let's update this. We'll do a control and F5. And hopefully when you scroll down here, you should see a new folder. Here we are, Pink Floyd. So there we are. That's essentially start to form some basic.
So this is the reason why everyone plays this bonus, because when that wild rail misses and things move across, you get hits like this. Mental. 5x hit in one spin.
So does anyone have any questions on that so far?
And we're on our way to cash out land.
The key thing that we're doing here is that we are using, at the moment, this particular property on the GIS class called content. This content property takes me to the content manager. Then takes me into this area of the GIS module. And it's on this class here, this content manager class, that I can search for new content. I can get access to existing content. I can create new content. I can create a new folder. On the other hand, if I go to, for example, like the roots property.
So after this, I thought I'd play on a bit, as you do. Set a bottom line, probably 400 quid at the time. Or probably more like 430, so I could take 400 quid profit. Keep playing on a little bit, and I do find that these bonuses tend to come in twos, and first ever 5 scatter trigger. So I go against the grain and pick Pickle Rick spins. I should have just stuck with Federation wild spins. But I thought with the extra spins and the increasing multiplier, Pickle Rick would be the way to go.
This is a good example of what we see in terms of how we can start to search for consequences. Page 107, page 4. So, just breaking this down, as you can see, I have access to my JS class. On my JS class, we have a content property we just saw earlier in that demo. That content property gives me access to the content manager class. On the content manager class, we have a search method. So I'll take you through this and I'll write this query for you. So when you work with the search method, what you are going to work with is the first argument, which is a query. If you look at the documentation of the query, it says you've got to supply a string to speech marks here. I want to find content owned by Ed Training. So owner is a non-default metadata. So you need to specify this owner tag essentially, and then the name of the owner. You then have an optional item type, which is like modifying the type of data that you wish to search for, and then limit the number of search results to a So what you have.
So a very disappointing bonus on 80p for a 5 scatter trigger.
So more about that in a moment.
But
The important thing to realise is that you have a
hindsight and all that. I continued playing the session after this one then, and I decided to give the tournaments a go, the 10k daily tournament.
We're also getting access to
And immediately
in the form
on Legacy of Dead hit on one line a 1000x line, which let me finish 19th in the tournament. You can see the next game I'm 19th in the tournament, which gave me a prize of $140 in the 10 grand daily tournament, which with the exchange rate to British pound it ended up being £106 or something like that, which was a nice addition on top of the 700 I'd won from the 30 quid deposit. Incidentally, on the subject of tournaments, I sadly can no longer play at PokerStars, and that's quite frustrating because I genuinely play for entertainment and really like the daily tournaments. They give me an extra bit of entertainment, so naturally I'm going to put money in, I'm going to lose, I'm going to win occasionally, but I genuinely play for entertainment, and having the means to put another element of entertainment on by competing in a competition, a tournament against other players kind of interests me. But unfortunately PokerStars hit me with Source of Wealth, and we've come to a bit of an impasse. I've only ever failed to satisfy Source of Wealth with one other casino, and that was Casumo. I'd previously satisfied it on 3 other attempts, and then Casumo asked for a pay statement with specific things on the front, which naturally I'm not going to get. A pay statement comes as it comes, so that's the only other fail I've had with Source of Wealth. With PokerStars it's something similar. They've, over the course of 5 weeks, back and forth, lots of emails, lots of provision of documents, they've been satisfied with a lot of stuff, but have then decided after seeing my bank statement that they need to see further detailed documents, one of which doesn't even exist. So on the basis of the bank statement I provided, they saw me transfer some money from my main bank account where my salary goes, and now want to see that further bank account, which they're adamant is a savings account, because I, on the first of the month, transferred some money across to what was incidentally a joint account I have with a missus that we use for shopping. They then want to see the savings account that doesn't exist to assess my deposit limit. At this point I wouldn't even care if they set me a really low deposit limit. I'd just do it for fun. I play 20p spins in general at PokerStars, or used to, for the tournaments, so I wasn't depositing much there anyway, and if they set me a deposit limit of £100, £200, £300, which is really low for my reasonable salary, I'd be quite happy, but they won't budge and simply want to know every ins and outs of my financial history to set a deposit limit, which is mental. They can see how much I get, they can see my income and outgoings for the month. I could just easily set it, but they want to now dig incredibly deep. And this is all due to the UK GC finding casinos, and particularly big casinos, and PokerStars are clearly one of those, and they're paranoid and now clearly hit people for source of wealth, dig too deep. People like me either don't provide anything and just quit, or if like me they come to an impasse where you cannot physically satisfy what they're asking for because it's impossible and the said savings account doesn't even exist, then you have to just walk away. Unfortunately, I do have some money in there, not very much, but we'll just see how that plays out over the course of the next few months, see whether they do just pay it out, whether they close my account. At the moment it's just permanently blocked, but hey ho. It's pretty sad because I can't play in the tournaments anymore, but we'll live, and hopefully see you in part 3 for the conclusion of March.